gonna do a little, I'm not gonna say update because probably a lot of people don't know, but we build fucking supercars here. So what am I building? A fucking lowrider. Let's go. Key to the kingdom. Yeah, man. See why my days are long? These are children. Childish as children. He's about to be my son.
Child abuse. Yeah, he's gonna claim me on the taxes.
So
he said he'd buy me dinner and lunch every day.
So this is as we say in, you know, in LA, La Ramfla.
Oopty.
Shut the fuck up. This is La Ramfla right here. Yeah, it's an SS. So, you know, super sport. 1964. And it's got no front end on it. It had a front end on it. It wasn't mint, like, fucking, it's a hopper. This car's like an actual fucking owned by generations of cholos, probably. Mi gente. But I had a little unfortunate accident. I don't know if you guys watched the DD shit, I explained it on there, but you know, I'll make this short and sweet for you guys. This rusty ass linkage here jammed, like, obviously, you know, with my hand I can't do it, but there it goes. It's jammed. So it jammed wide open, and these are drum brakes. You can come to this side. You don't know what the fuck a drum brake is? I'll teach you. A drum brake is the first type of brakes, really. And it's two halves that when you step on the brake, it has a small cylinder and that opens them up. And they suck. They're deadly. This is why I almost fucking died. So obviously the accelerator stuck, the brakes didn't stop. Car was pinned, probably doing 45, 50. Maybe we'll walk it over and actually show you guys the bread trucks. And like the impact was so hard, it broke the steering shaft. It broke the pump off the frame. That was broken off. And the steering wheel hit me in the chest. This is all. So yeah, it was quite the unfortunate incident. I would love for a new set. Yeah, 8 batteries, 3 pump setup. It's a real hopper. Para todo lo que saben, you know, esta La Ramfla. These are real popular in East LA, you know, in East Los. You take your Jaina on the weekend, you know. This is the banana bar. If you guys know lowriders, this is what keeps the rear end together when you're hopping. This car has a 20-inch hydraulic. So literally the rear end of the car at full extension is over 21 inches high. So it's a good height. It's a good height. And the thing about hydraulics is, I mean, if you don't know how hydraulics work, have you ever seen a backhoe or a tailgate? It's really simple. The cylinder fills up with fluid. So you have a pump that actually pumps the fluid in it fast and lifts it, right? So you have fast acting hydraulics. Hoppers usually, like a hopper setup would only last you maybe a day and you burn the pump. They make better ones, but most of them on average last a weekend and you have to rebuild the pumps. But that's what this one's gonna be on. And the cool thing about hydraulics is once you actually get the front end up and you drop it up and drop it, you get a little bit of motion going and a little bit of acceleration power and start hopping. And that's the term hopper, and this is what this car is. So obviously you see this fucking thing is gonna be a project and a half, but you guys are gonna see it. The frame's already been reinforced. It looks ugly as shit, but I mean, this is as reinforced as they get for the year of it. But I'll pull it off, powder coat it, clean it up. And then as far as the engine goes, this is gonna go and this is gonna go. We're gonna be putting a 5.3 typical Silverado engine in it and 4L60 tranny out of a truck, pretty common. Just so I can daily it, you know, and take it to the beach, take my Jaina out, you know. Front end will be here hopefully by next week, and we'll start building it. The color I'm choosing for the car is probably gonna be a candy apple red because I'm a blood, but It's gonna be that, and then I want to keep the top white, but I'm probably gonna do some kind of art on the car, whether it be scallops, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of doing bandana print on the top. Comment below what you guys think I should do with it. I think white bandana skin would look dope on it. I see a lot of this. I'm gonna get a real crest made for the back, all fucking in Old English, you know, sheepy in Old English, because, you know, El Borrego gang, you know. That's about it. We go reenact what happened, the actual scene. This is literally the video. I took off from here. Took off, right? I made a left, I dropped that back. I was like, man, it's going kind of slow. So I kicked down a little on the accelerator and it felt a little sluggish. So I kicked it again and it locked. And that's when the jam. That's the truck I hit and that's the truck I hit. So I hit about here, you could see the tire. Start smashing into this guy. And this truck probably went, I would say I probably didn't see the damage, but I moved this truck up onto that curb, and this truck probably weighs a good 7,000-8,000 pounds maybe. And yeah, I took it lead sled, that Impala, and then I walked that dude, broke that mirror, pushed this truck over. I mean, you could see the marks, and Nick was the only one here, and Nick's a piece of shit, because literally because it busted my nose, bleeding, and I go over there and he's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, dude, the fucking accelerator jammed, you gotta help me. The fucking car's over here pinned wide open, and I grabbed the biggest pry bar in the shop and I pry the hood open of the car, jam my hand in there and turn off the carb, and he's sitting there laughing the whole fucking time. And then I'm like, well, we gotta fucking move it. Like, I fucked up these trucks, man. Like, I gotta move it and I gotta leave these dudes a note. I felt really bad because, I mean, this is their livelihood. My car is just a fucking project. So I left them a note. I was like, hey, this isn't the way I like to meet people, but I ran into both your trucks. Like, and that was the same day I bought it. Literally, the day I bought it is the day I crashed it. So ain't that about a bitch? But whatever, man. That's what brings me to this build. Like, I was gonna build it, but now I feel like it's a little more special. Yeah, that's about it. You see what we're doing out here? This car ain't even that low. Alex just does not know how to drive. I don't know what the fuck he hit, but good job, Alex. This lip right here will be on the corner of Elm and Jefferson. Yar, she blows. Charlie's fucking saying that he couldn't weld that. We would have welded this, but some LA fixing.
And then they want to act up a little bit, and they don't realize that I have all of that,
Right.
you know, behind it.
If you just walk up to it and you spend
Yeah.
10 seconds observing, that's all it takes to see
Yeah.
two turbos, right?
Yeah, that's right.
This is honestly probably it is the best car I've ever done. You know?
And listen, the rims came out exceptionally well.
Good choice.
Yeah, very good choice, man. Sexy, classy. You know what I mean? Not over the top, but it's yeah.
You know, the forged carbon. Just
Yeah.
so you know, what's added forged carbon on this is these caps right here and the whole bottom of it. Okay, none of that comes factory.
Yeah.
On the sides, the mirror caps, the fenders, the hood, the front splitter.
This was a nice touch to it as well.
Right.
And in my opinion, it's perfect. It's not overdone. It's perfect. It has the right accents to it. It just flows really well. So I would highly recommend as a customer that Sheepey, the team here at Sheepey Performance, first class service, Johnny on the spot. Whenever I needed Alex, Alex was always responsive. Never gave me any excuses on why he couldn't get anything done. An awesome businessman, an incredible team. I am very, very pleased with the service and how incredibly gorgeous my car still looks. Still very, very classy, but with the twists. And so thank you.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it,
you,
man.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honored to have the
Yeah, it was a stage 2 kit, right?
Yeah, Paul's from Virginia. So,
Yeah.
you know, as everybody knows, there's a lot of reputable businesses on his side. So it means a lot to us that Paul decided, he flew out here 3,000 miles just to meet us.
Yeah.
Months went by, we became friends, just talking, and he said, hey, I think it's time to send the car. I arranged transport. And this was wasn't just a turbo kit. We did, as you can see, the full 1016 forged body kit. So while it looks settled, it was a lot of work. The whole front end had to come apart. You know, I'm a very meticulous person. The chassis is aluminum, then you have forged carbon. So when you're laying paint, it becomes really crucial. So, you know, we spent weeks making sure it was perfect, fitment perfect, you know, spent hours on the tuning and drivability. Paul flew in actually about a month ago just to drive the car after it was tuned, but none of the forged carbon was on. So now Paul's in for the weekend to enjoy it for a couple days, and then we're gonna ship her back home on Monday. So yeah, it's been a really fun build on this one. So it has our stage 2 kit, standalone, the dots and clutch with the billet baskets, the precision turbo smart, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And this is not it, right? So we've got a little special project that we're working on, Black Beauty, that little hint.
What year is that thing?
It's a 56 Chevy truck. And so I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, you know, twin turboing that out as well. And so to be continued on that.
We know, by the way, we normally won't build those kind of trucks, but because we already have a relationship with Paul, built his Lambo, we want to just keep it going. So Paul doesn't have to go to multiple shops. He comes to us, we take care of all his stuff, and he has no worry. Paul's a busy dude, so we want to make sure when he jumps in his recreational items that he enjoys them and not have to worry, you know?
That's right.
That's the objective.
Case in point, I put my money where my mouth is, and so I choose to do my business here. So case in point.
Anyways, thanks, Paul. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. My brother Rafa, he's the one who introduced me to Alex, and you know, so I thought, you know, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of modify the you know, the engine, you know, stage 2 kit, and my brother Rafa is always in my ear, right? So it's like, no, man, that's not enough. Now you got to go with the forged kit, right? And so if it wasn't for him, really, I wouldn't have met Alex. And I'm really fortunate I did, and I'm fortunate I invested the money, and because just the idea of knowing that I've got the only Performante in town with this color, this setup, is just badass, man. And it does, and you know, it does drive like stock, which is really cool. Yeah, just like stock. Sound, man. Yeah. Wow. That's just sick. Just like stock, man. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed, and the timing of it is right on point, man. Dude, this car is wicked fast, man. Not even. That's grandma style right there, man. I didn't do anything. We weren't even pushing it. Sounds like a train. Never in my life did I think I would own something like this, man. Considering where I grew up, how I grew up, no college education, none of that, man. Just started my own business when I was 24 years old out of my mom's garage with $17,000. Cranked out $200 million in top line revenue over the last 18 and a half years. And all of this is like, it's like a dream, you know? It's very humbling. It's a blessing. Really glad to be here, man. This is crazy. Yeah, my business is staffing. So I provide skilled trade support. I started in the marine ship repair and new construction industry, supporting you know, companies, major defense companies that fix and build you know, Navy aircraft carriers and other vessels, destroyers, frigates, And so I started in the industry as an electrician's helper. Was making $9.50 an hour, and then they hired me to do some sales work for them, where I learned the business. And shortly after that, I decided that, man, this is an industry that I love, and I think I can do this on my own. So I started my business December 8th of 2000 with $17,000 out of my mom's garage in Newport News, Virginia. And so over the, we're going to be 19 years old this December, and over the 19 years, I took a little company from my mom's garage, $17,000 to a $200 million top line organization. And I travel the country now looking for other staffing companies like mine and other staffing industries, such as the commercial construction industry, light to heavy industrial industry, and even within the marine ship repair new construction industry, companies that are for sale that, you know, make a good cultural fit for us, and, you know, companies that we would make a good cultural fit for them. And so now I'm playing more on the private equity side. I'm still an operator. I'm the CEO. The company is NSC Technologies. And so I'm traveling the country now looking for other staffing companies, like I said, that are for sale, because I'm trying to take this company to a top line to $1 billion in revenue. So I started with $17,000, never went to college, you know, learned a lot from my previous employer, where I figured what I was really good at, and it's people, and I exploited it and worked really hard, kind of like, you know, just like Alex at Sheepey. Worked really hard, and I'm living the American dream, and I get to do that by way of helping other people. So, you know, in my line of business, you know, we put people to work. We're a staffing company. People come to us for work, we find them jobs, and so it's almost, you know, it's almost a sense of philanthropy, where I'm able to give back by way of helping other people find jobs. And so it's very gratifying, very humbling. I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in if it wasn't for my customers, and if it wasn't for my employees, clearly, which is why whenever they need me, I'm Johnny on the spot. I'm there for them, you know, on the dime. And so my recommendation would be to, you know, figure out what you're good at, keep it simple, have confidence. Who cares what other people think of you? It's their opinion. They own that opinion, not you. And work really hard. Do what you say you're going to do. Never give up. And the sky, obviously, is the limit. I'm the poster child for that. I mean, you know, mom and dad came from Puerto Rico. You know, we were born in New Jersey. We moved to Virginia. Finished high school barely. And again, I just figured what I was, you know, found what I was good at, and I exploited it. And so with humility, integrity, hard work, and when you do, you know, what you say you're going to do, there are more people that would be willing to open up and help you. Not everyone, but you don't need everybody. You just need the right one. And so that's my only advice. Just knowing that I have it, and it's modified the way I want it, and you know, we took our time with it, so everything that we've done to it was done with, you know, quality, care. I mean, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful.
Yeah,
Thank you. Very grateful, man.
Yeah, she'll look good in the garage. Looks like 488
rolls. Exactly, man.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
You know, listen, Rafa said if I didn't give him a shout out, he'd kill me. Yeah. He said he would actually spray paint. So Rafa's so my brother.
Rafa and I go back. Yeah. So as everybody knows, I started with the Honda stuff. Rafa's been a competitor, acquaintance, friend in the series that we raced for many years. Great kid, great, phenomenal guy. When I first met him, full of joy, full of love. He said, "You gotta meet my brother. You gotta meet my brother." He insisted. And he just insisted. Didn't he once get mad at you? He's like, you gotta go meet him or something?
Yeah, he did. He says, listen, he says, how many times do I have to tell you to call this man? You know, he's a good guy. He's like us. You want to trick out your car. This is the guy. You're not going anywhere else. You're going to see this guy. Easy for him to say, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, he's spending my money. This dude's spending my money. This is, it's my brother, right?
Did you let him drive the cars?
Yeah, I let him drive the car. Yeah, because I trust him. I mean, he knows how to handle himself.
Clearly, he drives low 8-second cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rafa has one of the world's fastest front-wheel drive cars. great driver. But yeah, thanks, Rafa. You're the man, brother.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love you, bro.
So we're doing a little steering wheel and shift boot install. Hey, Chino, 2.0. Chino? Don't worry. We're not racist. We hate everybody equally, but we just call our Asians Chinos. Explain to the people about your steering wheel company.
I'm Eric from Carbontastic. Today we are about to install a brand new steering wheel for Alex R8. You guys can see it's over here. Let me know what.
The finest for these hoes.
So we modified from the OEM steering wheel. We strip it open and we redo the finish. Everything's customizable. We got this one in gloss, forged carbon finish. We can finish in any kind of. We have a lot of special carbon fiber, leather. You can pick different color of Alcantara as well, and you have different color of stitching.
What do you know? Oh, what is this?
The forged
Oh, it's
gold.
just a tester?
Yeah, a sample.
Look at that. Yo, look at that in the sun. Sheesh. You want to show people you balling? Forged carbon with gold.
This is normal and this is gold.
Look at that. I think the camera can't even pick up how blinging that is.
Yeah. Camera
You guys got
doesn't-
to come through the camera and check this out in person. Maybe Saturday, you know? Sunday at our car meet. Nah, I'm not going to.
Is car meet hosting here?
Yeah, we're having a supercar Sunday here.
Oh,
You going to pull up or no?
I'm leaving.
Nah, you would. What, you going to visit the pandas or what? Going back to China?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Go.
Hell yeah. I say that every time I do anything around here. It's my first time. Es mi primer día.
Seeing all my first time.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Done. Nothing better. So yeah, we wrapped up the install on the wheel. Fairly straightforward if you're me. You know, professional assembly required. But no, not too bad. It's got, I think, 8 to 10 more millimeters all the way around grip. So it gives you a lot more feel. We got a professional race car driver. He maybe could give us some info on this.
Oh, here we go. I have to tell you how I like it, for real.
I mean, if you were driving at Lime Rock, dude.
Yeah, right? I kind of like that. That's nice.
Doesn't get any better than that. This is like a local celebrity right here.
Where's
the hot sauce, man? You're doing it all wrong.
Oh,
These chomps, man. It's like I went to AGX the other day. They had nacho cheese and no tapatio. Hey, shout out to AGX though. They're in the vlog game now. Pretty funny shit. You know, Mark, I love you. But yeah, I'll do it here for this one.
Damn, look at that fancy cover, baby. Woo! God damn. You know what? The main reason why I wanted this? The paddles.
Oh, the pedal.
Yeah, because like the factory R8 ones are hella small, you know? I like it, dude. Good
the
job.
color matches pretty good.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Well done, dude. I got ABS light on, bro.
ABS?
I'm joking.
FLI is clear or?
Good job. All right, let's go back to work.
Cooler than the Mercy. Like, I remember when the Mercy was a brand new car. I was like 19. I got to drive one, and I didn't know that the e-brake could pull it up on the left side. So everyone's yelling at me like, "Get the e-brake's on!" And I'm like, I don't know how to take it off. But I love these cars. They're like last true raw Lambo. Like the pedals are all to the right. You feel like you're driving sideways. You kind of feel lurched over. You gotta get it high in the RPM range for it to move, but probably a badass car. Alex wants to get into Aventador twin turbo. I know he's got a couple people that have been inquiring, so let us know in the comments if you guys want to see that. I mean, it's already a powerhouse as it is, so I couldn't imagine a twin turbo one. Like, gas ultimate. But hey, literally earlier, I told one of the other kids that works here that when I saw the storm rolling in, I'm like, yo, it looks like it's about to rain. He's like, nah. And I'm like, watch, if it rains, I'm gonna get butt naked and go outside and shake my and he's like, I'll be in the office. I don't want to see that. Sorry we let you guys down, you know, no Friday upload.
Are we really apologizing? Yeah.
So the reason why we didn't apologize is we noticed last video all you motherfuckers are hungover Saturday and didn't watch it. So we held out till Monday.
Yeah, we're not uploading Saturdays. That's just not our slot, man. Like, you know, AGX is on Saturdays. We're not on Saturdays.
Are they really on Saturday? Yeah, we're not on Saturday.
We're not Saturdays.
So here's the thing, we also have a new team member, Chino, that helps the guy holding the camera. So then the guy holding the camera could drop maybe 2 to 3 videos a week for you guys.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want to see more videos a week. More technical or more...
What do you guys want to see? You have 3 options.
Yeah.
Technical,
Spanish,
Espanol,
or fucking around.
no fucking around.
Some banter, some shop banter.
Now, you know, a lot of people yesterday were like complimenting our technical shit. Like, yo, I love your style, I love your guys' sense of humor and the technical. So we got to keep that going.
We got the right fusion of it.
Yeah. We got the right team. It's Monday and we're hungry. Taco time.
Taco time on Monday.